Dan, can you hear me?
I got you, Bob. How are you?
Oh, good. When you first came in, you were Danielle McGrath.
Yeah, my wife
Like-
used my computer for meeting of her own recently. So
That's what I would have said too.
yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
right.
Are we recording yet?
What's that?
Are we recording yet?
We're recording.
Oh, okay.
We're always recording.
I was being facetious. For the record.
Yeah, she had an interview over the phone. She's over the computer. She's like, "Can I use your laptop? Mine's not working." Like, sure, go ahead. She goes, "But I got to change it to Danielle." Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Use as needed. How are you?
Good. You? How's
Good.
it going?
Yeah, no problems. And you got Linfield all straightened away, so you're good there.
Yeah, no, it's great. And thank you very much for your help with Reading, because I would like to meet with him and talk some more, because as I was thinking about Reading, I was thinking that might be a better opportunity,
Right.
Because they got lights.
Right. So I think he just started this week. He's a great guy. He worked in Reading before. He actually
Mhm.
followed my time frame there. So I was program coordinator until whatever year he came in right after me. So he's been there for a little bit now. No, he's been in the field for a little bit now, but he's coming back to Reading as the director. So
Cool. All right.
I told him I'd like to have you guys touch base for a future reference, and he's
great.
all about it. So
Thank you. That would be
No problem.
awesome. Yeah, geez, I'm trying to think of the guy's name. As you get older, you start like forgetting stuff that you know really well.
if it makes you feel better, I have that same problem at my age.
Yeah. But there was a guy, Phil, and I can't remember his last name. He's from Reading. He used to have softball tournaments there regularly, and his sister was the high school.
Oh, McElroy.
Yes.
Yes. I think he is in the athletic department at Emerson.
That could be. He was
Yeah.
with some college. I didn't remember.
He used to do clinics for me when I was in Arlington. Very nice.
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. And he's big in USA softball. He's like
Oh,
the
okay.
head guy in Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I was talking to him originally when I was first setting this up, and I was telling him about how I was having difficulty in Reading because, I was having difficulty getting a hold of somebody, talking to the right people. And then when I talked to the right people, they were basically saying, yeah, well, maybe we'll let you,
Right.
but we have to, bring it across in front of the board. And then the cost is, X, Y, and Z. And I was kind of like blown away. I said, well, I'll get back to you.
Right.
Stoneham, said, sure, anything you want. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Things aren't always as easy as they should be over here.
Yeah.
In this community that I live in. But I
Yeah.
think I think it'll get easier for you. And if they ever did need to bring you before, the Recreation Commission or
Mhm.
Recreation Committee there, whatever it is, I will go with you. I know numerous members on there, and we'll get that straightened
Well,
away
thank
very,
you.
very easily.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
no, and honestly, Linfield's been great too. It kind of threw me for a loop when I wasn't hearing from them.
Right.
And I was trying to keep him keep him posted all along the way.
Yep.
And the fact that he didn't respond to every email, that was fine. I didn't care. But then when I started sending them emails, letting them know that I was making plans for the summer, and I wasn't hearing back, I was getting nervous.
Right. We will get you all straightened away. So whenever you
Ah,
want to touch
okay.
base with him, in fact, what I'll do is, because I think like I said, I think he started this week. On Monday, I'll send him an email and see if we can get a connection that way.
Oh,
And
cool.
then if there's anything they can do this summer, great. If not, we'll work towards the future.
Okay.
And I will be with you every step of the way to make it work.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Awesome, no problem. All right, Mr. Chairman, I know that you are on mobile. We have quorum if you want to call this to order.
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, because puck drop is in like 3 minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Not that I'm dying to watch her or anything like that. So
Scheduled in 3 minutes.
Nice sweatshirt, Dan.
thank you. You see, got to make sure I represent my colors today.
We do see.
Listen, I had Celts on last night. I'm not sure how I feel about that one today. But
Yeah, I had the green sweatshirt, the green shirt, and the hat. It didn't go well.
yeah, you got to change something up now. So I will jump into this. So
I
department
moved to
updates.
end the meeting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Department updates, and this is all very quick because so kind of give you guys a time frame of what's going on here. Our next meeting will end up being May 17th. We will have a new member on the commission. Her name is Erin McDonough. She is wonderful. I met with her yesterday. She'll be jumping on our board in May. Normally we meet the 4th week. That is my daughter's senior prom. So I will be doing those events with her that night. And then the week after is all sorts of other senior events that I will be involved in. So we're meeting May 17th. But I'll just kind of give you a quick rundown of what we have going on currently. Then May, I'll give you the update of what's going on summer-wise. We'll do one more meeting in June, again, going over summer. And then we take off July and August because I will be just out straight those days. So that's where we're at for meeting-wise. But numbers. So this weekend, we start with youth tennis classes. We started off with just one class on a Sunday morning. It ended up that we had a major wait list, so we added a second class. Both classes are full. We have 24 participants total. So great numbers for a program that we haven't really done before. Community gardens are now open. We had 102 people register for the lottery. We selected 42 of those because we gave away 4 plots to nonprofits like the Girl Scouts, Communitas, and Horizon House. So we have a lot of very happy people, and we have a lot of people who wish that they got plots. So we're navigating that. Everybody's paid up. Everybody's going to start gardening. So right now, those who are on the wait list remain on the wait list. Pickleball lessons are just unlike anything I've ever seen. We have indoor classes now that are ongoing. They are all full. Our next session for indoor lessons begins on May 15th and May 17th. Those are all full. We have outdoor classes that begin the first week of May on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday of that week, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 6th. Those are all full with huge wait lists, all Wakefield residents, all the classes filled up within 30 minutes of us putting it out there. We are offering another class for like drilling for advanced players and intermediate players. That class has 5 right now, but again, we can only take 8, so we're almost full there. I'm adding 6 more pickleball lessons this week that are going to be morning classes for outdoors, and I expect that those will fill. So we just cannot meet the demand no matter what we do, but we're going to keep adding as many classes as we can. And then our indoor pickleball play is still robust. Even though it's nice outside, we're still seeing people come inside to play, which is good for us. Our Parkinson's class is ongoing. We have 10 people in that consistently, so that's going very well. Soccer shots continues to be just incredible. They have 52 participants amongst the 6 classes that we offer, and that's just for the spring session. So there'll be even more come summertime. Our Biddy basketball class, which takes place on Sunday mornings. We just finished up a session where we had, I think it was about 60 kids total in the 2 classes that we ran. We have 24 for this session for the classes that we're running. Obviously, people are outside more. There's t-ball, there's soccer, so we have more competition, but still good numbers for something that we haven't tried. For April vacation, we had SNL ran our vacation program. And I was actually around this April vacation. My family did not go away. So I was there to witness what they did. It was incredible. They were organized. They were early. The staff was engaged. They played different games. There was no staff ever on a phone. This is the exact opposite of my experience with SNL. Not too bad now with SNL because they have their own business that worked for a while. This group, as I saw it, is much better. So that's a bonus. And I think that they'll continue to do some great things for us. And then we had a volleyball program over April vacation with the high school coach. They had 31 participants. It went so well that she's actually going to do a couple more practices with these kids. And they're going to do a scrimmage versus a team from Woburn. So this is kind of where the direction that we're hoping to evolve with this program to make it into a kind of teams league kind of thing in the fall. and the high school coach has asked us to be the kind of the umbrella for this entire thing. She will get all the volunteers, we'll get the players, she'll handle referees, games, that stuff. We just need to be able to collect the registrations, which we are absolutely happy to do. So it seems like a win-win for everybody, and should be a lot of fun. In volleyball is one of these programs that's just going to explode in the next few years. I keep telling Coach Weiland they're going to be state champs in the next 5 years. So I put a lot of pressure on her, but it's really as big as pickleball is for the active older adults. It is that big for kids with the volleyball. So it's going to take off really soon here. So that's what I have programmatically at this point. Any questions, concerns, or otherwise about that?
Real quick, Dan, you
Sure.
said who were the people that ran the April vacation program, not the volleyball, but the other one?
Yeah, SNL does it now.
Oh, but you had said you were not impressed with SNL back in the day. Is it a different
No,
SNL group?
I liked SNL back in the day. We used to use Sport Zone.
Oh, okay.
And sport, so SNL started off with us, Julie, as our flag football company. And that's all they really did. They branched off into doing other things. And I'm a person who needs to see it to believe it. And, SNL, I had heard they did great stuff during February vacation. I was away. Karen said it was so good. You have to see it. So being home this time, I got to see it, and I could not have been more impressed.
Mm-hmm.
It's exact opposite of what I've experienced from Sports Zone over the years. And again, I don't want to badmouth them because they have their business and they do a good job for what they do. My expectations are just a little bit different. When I don't see staff on the phone, I'm thrilled because I don't like my staff on a phone.
Of course.
When I see staff there really early and waiting for the kids, I love that. I can't say that always happened in the other case.
Yeah.
When I see different games happening every day, it's fantastic. You can't play dodgeball for 6 hours. I don't care who you are. That's refreshing. So there was just a lot of positives that I took from SNL, and I think it's going to be a very bright future with them.
Cool. All right, great.
Anything else programmatically? No. All right. So moving on to facilities. So the Civic Center is just still crazy busy. It's awesome. I can't believe that we're able to rent, Friday nights from 7 to 10, but we are now. We're getting rentals on Saturday nights from 7 to 9:30 for groups that just want to come and play basketball. It is just, I'm even renting 8 a.m. on Friday or Saturday mornings for groups to come in. So we are just busy, and it's a very good thing. We are also now currently overseeing the Albion Cultural Exchange. I am one of the very few people who have a key to that building. It's myself and DPW Facilities, who are the only ones who have keys. So I am currently booking it. Nothing is set in stone yet. Town council hasn't made any decisions as to, are we going to be continuing to manage this? At the moment, I am managing it. I am working with those who have art shows coming up. We have the Arts Collaborative of Wakefield and I've been working with them. The Wakefield High School has their AP show coming up on May 12th. So I'm working with Joy Schilling to make sure that gets off without a hitch. I have met with Joy Schilling and with Kathy Fry, who are on the Albion Cultural Exchange Committee right now. And they are also friends of, or they're on the Arts Collaborative of Wakefield as well. So I've met with them as to if we are to take this over, or if I'm to take this over, how has it run before? What do you want to see going forward? How can we make it a better place for you? They seem very encouraged by our presence there. I know there's some people on the ACE committee who are not thrilled about us coming in. I think it's very much a split board right now. But we'll find out more once town council does whatever town council does. It's a town-owned building, so I think the town wants, kind of like the Civic Center, have the town running it as opposed to a group of volunteers. I think we can bring something different to the table where you have somebody who's accessible 40 hours or more. We can also put more resources into there. And, having looked at their calendar in the past, it looks like it was used, 8 to 10 days a day, 10 days a month. I think that we can use that, 20 to 30 days a month. So I think there's a lot of possibilities there. There's a lot of work to be done there. But town council needs to make their decisions as to where this is going to go. But for the moment, I am the point person of that building. And I've met with a lot of artists already to have them pick up their work. I've asked them their feelings on if you guys were to have art on the walls and we were to have a yoga class in here or a music class or whatever it might be, how would you feel about that? And the response that I've got has been overwhelmingly positive. I can't say that everybody was thrilled with it. I did have one person tell me, well, I don't know that I'd bring my art here. Understood. Everybody else did. So there's going to be this. I know this is going to be similar to the Civic Center where people were not thrilled at first with how it worked out and, you know, how the town came in and took the kind of day-to-day operations away. But I think like the Civic Center, you know, given some time, they'll see the positive results. So that's where we stand with facilities. Any questions on that? Because I just dropped a bomb on you.
Deanne, do you know when the town council is going to make a decision on?
I do not, Gene. My guess would be at the next meeting. But I know that there's a meeting for the Albion Cultural Exchange Committee. I think next Wednesday. So my guess is Steve might be in that, and maybe Maureen or whoever the chair is. I don't know. I know that they've been in one conversation with them already. So I don't know. I would guess it would happen soon if it's going to happen. Because again, you know, town administration's telling me you're the point person for this building right now. So this is I'm sure that we're going down the road of recreation will oversee the facility. But I don't know when.
Do you think we'll make it profitable?
I think we can make it profitable. You know, having gone through the facility and walked through it with DPW, you know, the only space right now that's usable is the first main floor. That's it. The second floor has a lot of potential. It would need to be completely gut and rebuilt. I think, and from conversations that I've had, it looks like that's something that maybe we could get the kids at the Vogue to come and help with if they're looking for a big project. And with all of that, you know, we could have 8 rental spaces upstairs, whether it be art studio, short-term office space, whatever it might be. There's some great space up there. The lower level, the basement, is one of the scariest places I've ever walked into. It needs to be completely gut and rebuilt. But I think down there you could have some classroom space or some meeting space. So there's a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities. You know, the art shows in the past have not been charged. They haven't charged for those. I don't know what we'll do because I want to ask a lot of other groups who kind of do that kind of stuff, what they do, but we could do classes there. You know, there's no reason that on Monday morning when there's art hanging up that I can't do a taught mommy and me art class. You know, I would say that anything we do in that building would fit within the context of that building. We're not going to do soccer in there, right? But why can't we do a music class, an art class, you know, a dance class? Why can't we do those kinds of things?
Like a paint night too.
Right. Those kinds of things. I think we can do that. And the art shows will still be a thing. And I've already told the Arts Collaborative of Wakefield, if you guys have a show you want to put on your show. We'll do everything we can to help you. We can be another conduit to the town to help get more people to attend these things or to put their art in there. So I think there's a lot of possibilities.
And is there any current programming that we have that could work there?
So
already?
There's a few things that I might be moving over from other spaces we're using this summer. That's possible. I did meet with a woman today who wants to do children's yoga or mommy and me yoga. So that would be a natural place to put it because I don't have a lot of other space, but also just kind of seems to fit a little bit. So we're working on that. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself though, until I have the go ahead that you're the guy. This is your thing now. Operate it the way you want to operate it. You know, I want to I want to be respectful of those who are currently there or who currently are that, the ACE committee. I want to be
Yeah.
respectful of them. But I am planning for whenever it does happen because I want to be ready to roll.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Any other
Yeah,
questions?
How approximately, how big's the space you're talking about?
So the main floor, Gene, is bigger than the Heritage Room. So, square
Okay.
footage wise, I don't know, 1,800 square feet, and I'm just kind of guessing.
Yeah, but bigger than the Heritage Room.
It's
so
bigger than the Heritage Room.
An
Yeah,
idea, okay.
yeah. It's a good size space, and there's a lot of uses that could happen there.
Is it a wood floor or a,
It is a laminate wood floor, like one of those kind of floating floors.
yeah,
So it's that they did, the people who were there before and did the work for it did a great job. They really did. The floor looks great. The walls are awesome. The ceiling's painted. There's newer bathrooms there. Like I said, I think the town just wants to bring it underneath the town umbrella, have it town run. And I'm happy to be the person if that's what they want. You're on mute, Jed. Jed, you're muted.
Are they still trying to get an elevator in that building?
Yes. Yep. Those plans the town has. And again, I don't know how things are going to end up happening or when they're going to happen, but Steve Mayo has those plans. To be compliant, they would have to have that. So eventually, someday. Anything else about the ACE? Because again, there's a lot of unknowns still, but I'm excited about it. So if it happens, great. If it doesn't, okay, we'll be fine. I just look at it as another revenue source that can be great for us and hopefully great for the town. Finally, on fields, everyone is up and running now. Every field is in use. I have groups calling all the time looking for space, and just like Civic Center, there's not a whole lot available to people. I've started prepping the youth organizations for the loss of Beasley because we will be losing that when the high school project starts. From what I hear, that'll be sometime probably like December, January, February-ish. So next spring, we will be short that field. So we'll have to figure out some other ways, but it was done before. Having 4 turf fields is a luxury, and we'll have that luxury again in several years, but it just won't be for a few years. So I've started prepping them for that. And then one, good piece of information, I think, Stoneham High School had reached out to me recently and said, we don't need use of McKenna courts anymore. So they're apparently using Bear Hill. So we have opened those up for public use now. So there's that much more time down at McKenna courts for tennis or pickleball use. So, and having driven by multiple times at this point, seems pretty busy down there. Seems like it's well used. It'll be nice when we have the wind screens up. I don't know when they're coming. I keep hearing they're in back order, but when they're up, it'll make it even better. So that's where we stand with my updates. I do know, and I wanted to mention everybody that Sherry sent out something to everybody, I think, about a commission acknowledgement that needed to be signed for some handbook that went out. If you got it, get that back to her as soon as you can, just so I can kind of check that off my list. If you haven't got it yet, let me know. I do have a copy of it, so I can send it over to you guys. Any questions, concerns, or otherwise?
Yeah, Dean, when you were talking about the fields, I know this came up in a past meeting, but were you working on a new fee structure, or
Yeah.
are you gonna be
Yeah.
talking about that
Yep.
anytime soon? Because
Yep.
it's now another season, the big season of field usages.
Right. Yeah, we're working on that. It's we've surveyed several towns, and it varies so much that some towns charge nothing, some towns charge this, some towns charge that, and trying to find similar communities is challenging. for space and for demographics and da. So we want to make sure that we do our due diligence and do this correctly. I want to compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges. So we will come before, my guess would be, I would be looking to implement anything for January of 2024. We'd be looking next spring to implement any changes if we make any. Any other questions? No. All right, Rich.
That's all we got?
That's all we got.
Motion to adjourn, go Peas.
Yeah, motion to
bees.
adjourn.
Second,
All in favor?
I,
Anyone opposed? All
All
right.
right. Any
Have a good night,
questions?
everybody.
Any questions or otherwise, you guys know where to find me. I'll be at the Civic Center. If I'm not there, I'm at the Ace Building. So,
Hey, Dan,
um,
Dan,
yes.
I just wanted to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
What did you get Cameron for Administrative Professionals Day? I hope you got her something. Or took
Pat
her
on
out
the
to
back,
lunch.
a big thank you.
Oh,
man,
that's nice,
Come on,
'cause-
Dan.
yeah.
I can be honest. I didn't even know it was. When was it?
Today.
that's what I always got mine.
Yeah. You know what? We'll do something on Friday. I didn't even know.
Hey,
It's- Busy.
Dan, real quick, if any of us wanted to, because I haven't seen this,
Yeah,
maybe I should have,
let
but
me
I
know,
haven't
come on
seen this
by.
Albion Cultural Exchange Center. Is there, are you capable of getting us a little tour through it or seeing it?
Let me know when you want to go. Call, text, email, whatever. I can be there in 3 minutes. Jed can be there in 1.
We'll have a field trip.
I would like to go too.
Yay!
Yeah, I want to go.
Anytime.
Okay. All right.
I've met several people down there already. I like showing it off, even though it's not mine yet. So let me know.
Okay,
Okay.
will do.
Awesome. Look forward to it. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see some faces actually in person. I see Jed every now and then, but that's about it. So yeah, let's have a powwow.
Because I like to come and visit
Sounds
you,
good
you
to
know?
me.
But here's the thing: we can't all go at once because then we're breaking quorum. Okay.
Right.
Yep,
Yeah.
So just remember that. But let me know when you want to go, and I'll meet you down there. Off hours, I don't care.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Well,
Okay. All right. everybody. Enjoy. Have a good one.
Go
you
bees.
too.
Thanks, Dan.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Listen to Jack.
Yeah, I'm gonna.